Morning guys, in this video I'm going to show you one way how you can make your Rathole nearly unmeshable. I know everyone is tired of getting meshed in center Ratholes, but I got a solution for it since I've meshed some myself. This Rathole right here is pretty easy to mesh, normally. But with the new update with the Tek Bunker, there is a new way to defend it. So pretty much the Rathole goes like this. You go up here, you go into this thing. This is a very small entrance. Then you got some turrets here. I just built some random stuff here. And then you go down here into the main room. Barely anything fits. Obviously, raiding this legit is going to be very difficult. But meshing wise, you just can go into this wall, for example, and tech rifle your shit down. Just like this. And it goes through, it does damage. As you can see, it does damage. And in this Rathole, that's the biggest issue, this wall, because it's one layer and you can tech rifle the whole thing. Same on this side, you can come from this side too, or from the other side. But there's one thing that you can do that meshers will never mess with you pretty much, because it's just not worth it. And that's, first of all, the Tek Bunker. Because you go down here, you build the Tek Bunker. It's gonna be expensive, but it's definitely worth it. And then you build the whole thing. This is how much space you got. First of all, you're able to spawn in beds, which you are normally not in this spot, and that's, you can use this in many Ratholes, the Tek Bunker. But this Rathole is pretty good, because if you go outside of the base, you can see that there's a lot of space here. There's nothing that's obstructing the Tek Bunker to work. Right there you saw I got TP'd up, which is very good actually. I'm gonna show you why later. But pretty much when you go in here, you're able to build anything. You're able to build your whole base, replicator, all that, without any issues. Just like this daddies and all that. And the good thing from this Tek Bunker is that this is indestructible. You can't destroy this. Even when I use the creative mode to press to destroy something, it doesn't destroy. You just cannot destroy this. And that's the good part, because imagine someone comes from the outside and tries to mesh in this, it won't work. And apart from that, if you come here, you get TP'd up. You just saw it because you're too close to the surface. You get TP'd up always. Now the second thing, the problem is also, sadly, if you place a generator inside, it won't work to the outside. But that's no problem, since heavy turrets underwater you cannot destroy. If you put batteries inside it, if you put like 3 batteries inside it, that's up for like hours and hours, probably like 3 or 4 hours, the batteries are up. And meshers cannot destroy this type of structure, because underwater, the only way you can do something is with the tech rifle. Nothing else works. The only thing you could do is this thing here, but this barely does any damage. Like, no one's gonna do this. This does like 3k damage. You can't shoot rockets. C4 you can't use really, because you gotta be on a tame to mesh. So if there's batteries in heavy turrets, there's not much they can do, because even if they drop the gen, this would be a good volt drop for a gen, for example, for this spot. Even if they drop the gen, the heavies are still on. The aggressive dinos, very important. The number one defense against meshers is aggressive dinos. That's very important. Now, on this spot, you can also put a force field on, just for some extra protection if you want. But you could also, as I showed you, this wall would be the number one meshing spot. So you could just build like, I don't know, volt drop here pretty much, the whole area. And then already people don't want to mesh it. So now, let me show you how much HP the Tek Bunker actually has, because if the Tek Bunker gets destroyed, your whole base despawns. So now I have put on the highest setting you can have in like speeding the time forward in Ark. And look at this. At the beginning it goes quick, but later it's gonna be very, very slow. And no one is gonna tech rifle this much, as you can see. Once it reaches 25% health, it goes down very, very slowly, as you can see. I'm still holding through. Tek rifle broke. Grab myself a second Tek rifle. It barely gets any damage. Pretty much nothing. Realistically, no one's gonna do this. This cost already, I don't know, like 200 items to destroy or something. That's probably not hard to get. But realistically, no mesher is gonna do this unless they really, really hate you. But if you have a good online timer, you're pretty much good. But you can also put the volts straight to this whole area. The force field is also covering. And when you get back on, repairing this thing goes in an instant. So pretty much, that's the best way to build a Rathole at the moment in Ark with this new Tek Bunker. Obviously, yeah, it costs money, so you gotta spend it. But if you want to be safe on Official, do this and build this base because it's a really good one. It's hard to raid, and with aggressive dinos. If you put Megalodons here, they swim up there to the top. They can glitch out. They do that a lot. But they're very, very annoying. And now a quick explanation how the Tek Bunker works itself. This is a second Rathole where the Tek Bunker would be a good thing to build against meshers. Here it is on the map. Now it's a very small entrance, even stronger than the other one, most likely for defense, legit wise. But the Tek Bunker can't be that big because you place it down. And then first it's gonna lag like crazy. At least it does for me, yeah. Just like this. Alright, once the Tek Bunker loads in, what you need to do is go into its inventory. And you can already see how much it's blocked. Sadly, this whole area would be blocked. It's not that much actually. This is just like 2 floors. And a little bit on the side that would be blocked by the rocks and shit like all over the place under this Rathole. But then how you actually build the stuff is you have the terminal right here, and then you need to get these items right here, like these resources. Let me quickly get some of those. Once you got the resources, you go into its inventory and start crafting the Tek Bunker modules. You can see you can craft 600 in total. So when you start crafting, you're not gonna get an item. It's just gonna be stored inside the Tek Bunker itself. Now you go to build mode, and then you can see all this is blocked by the surrounding, but the rest you can just freely build like this. And this is 1 floor. You can have up to 9 or something like that, and that already gives you loads of space. If you're just living in a Rathole, you're fully good here, really. You don't need much more. And then you just build these and apply modules. Now it starts building it. You can also watch it in ghost mode right here. As you can see, this was the rock that's blocking, and now it's building under here. So you're pretty much building in the mesh with indestructible structures, so you can't get meshed with it. So that's how it goes pretty much. And then inside here, you're good. You can do whatever you want and have a base and be fully safe from meshers. Or at least that's what I would say with my experience, what I had. But yeah, the best thing is always gonna be batteries in turrets. That's the #1 thing you gotta do when building in Rathole. And I would not build in any land Rathole. That's fucked because meshers can use rockets at any time and rocket all the heavies down which have the batteries, so that's useless there.